So please welcome to the stage Meredith Norris from Generation Citizen.
Each of us has a voice to contribute to the decisions made about our communities and our country. But in 2014, only 8% of 18 to 24-year-olds used that voice in the last midterm elections. This lack of civic engagement, particularly among young people, has us worried about the future. So why aren't young people showing up? Turns out, young people don't see government or politics as a way to make change because our schools have failed to achieve one of their founding purposes: educating youth to be engaged, responsible citizens. When you don't teach young people how government works, how they can impact it, and why it matters, we end up with a generation that is disengaged and misinformed. Generation Citizen, or GC, addresses this problem by partnering with teachers and schools to implement an action civics curriculum. Through our project-based approach to civics education, students debate and build consensus on a real issue that personally impacts them. They research that issue, determining root causes, and collaborate to develop a plan. Finally, they put that plan into action, working with local elected officials and community leaders to make change. Through pre- and post surveys of our classes, we found that students can make significant gains in just one semester in their civic knowledge, civic skills, and civic motivation. Last year, we saw a 152% increase from the beginning to the end of the program in the number of students that had ever contacted a public official. Just under 2 years ago, we opened our Austin office, committed to serving students across Central Texas and eventually the state. We are ready to grow, with 100% of our school partners returning from year 1 to year 2, each one with a request to grow the program and a willingness to put money behind that interest. Today, after just 2 years, earned income from fee-for-service already covers over 30% of our local operating budget. Through our program model, we're able to turn school partners over time into net revenue generators. We're asking today for a kickoff investment of $75,000. With $75K, we can completely close the gap between what it costs to deliver the program and what schools can pay for 125 schools. That's over 15,000 students. In the first 3 years of our partnership, schools pay $4,500 a year as GC staff train teachers and deliver programming. This costs GC just $600 out of pocket after expenses. In year 4, after teachers have been trained, our fee to schools drops to just $500, but our costs drop as well, creating a net revenue of $400 per year per school. These schools not only sustain themselves, but can help fund new school partnerships in the community. At the end of year 4, these schools, these 125 schools, will be generating over $50,000 in revenue annually, enough to seed 100 new schools every year with no additional funding. So I hope you'll join me, because together we can make civics education essential again. Thank you.